This thing that's going to make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. This particular group, for example, Led Zeppelin, of course, the song Stairway to Heaven, if any of you have only recently come in and within the last 12 years or so from that particular world, you know it is the all-time rock great song. It is the number one classic of all rock time. It's still high on the, they still play it. They still consider it to be high on the charts even after all of this time. What are they trying to tell you? There will be a number of segments recorded backwards on this, and I would like to point out to you some of the things to listen for. They deliberately, when they wrote this song, tell you that the words of this song have two meanings. Would you play that, please? There's a sign on the wall. She wants to be sure, because you know sometimes words have two meanings.
On the wall, but she wants to be sure, because you know sometimes words have two meanings.
Catch that? Sometimes words have two meanings. In other words, we're giving you a clue. If you'll listen, these words have two meanings. And then they say there's a words have two meanings. Jimmy Page is into the occult. He owns the largest occult bookstore in all of Europe. It's located in London. On the album dust cover, you will see their particular occult symbols that represent the symbols of each member of the group. Here at the bottom, where the lyrics of the song are written on the dust cover, you will see a Druid priest, which was a worshiper of Satan from about the 14th century. He is reading from a book, and on his thumb, his right thumb, there is a ring with 3 points. And according to Mike Warnke from the book The Satan Seller, Mike Warnke was a priest of Satan before his so-called conversion, and he said that this ring is a ring that you wear whenever you are initiated into the family of Satan. You cut yourself. Inside of the jacket, you will see that there is a drawing of a man, also a priest, with a hexagram in the light in the form of a hexagram in his lantern. The hexagram in satanic worship is one of their most evil emblems, because that is the emblem they use to call forth demons from hell to possess people and to do their bidding. When they cast demonic spells, they weave this hexagram and use chanting, backward chanting, to call forth demons from the underworld. This woman is shown walking up this hill. But when you take just this particular side of the album, the inside of it, and look at it, it is a tarot card, which is also used in Satan worship. Those of you that have ever seen them know that this card is the hermit card, and that this symbol represents hidden knowledge. They're telling you that if you will search, you will find hidden knowledge in this particular album. And all kinds of signs and particular things are given in this album to indicate there's something to it. The words, there's a feeling I get when I look to the west. Why did they say that? It is because Satanists face the west when they conduct their services. It is because it is the exact opposite where the God of Christianity is supposed to come back to earth from. The Bible said, as the lightning that shineth from the east even into the west, so will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heavens. Come on, we can give him more of a hand clap than that. That was a little anemic. So they face the opposite direction that Jesus Christ is coming from. And are they trying to tell us something? The next stanza says, and it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. The piper was the 14th century figure for the devil. In other words, if we can learn to call the tune, then the devil is going to lead us to reason. He's going to teach us something. Well, go ahead and play it and let him hear that, please.
And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason.
The next section says, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. The May Queen was the pagan goddess of the 14th century that was considered to be the chief goddess. And she was representative of a demonic power. And so every spring they cleaned their homes so that this May Queen, this princess or this queen of all demons, could come into their home. That was so that this demon could take possession of their dwelling. This is a phrase you say, well, Jimmy Page didn't know that. Hey, friend, who you kidding? Alistair Crowley wrote the books about it, and Jimmy Page is living in his house. He's in the occult, openly admits it, owns the largest occult bookstore in all of Europe. That's not by accident. That is very deliberate on his part. Play that if you would, please.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone there. It's just a sprinkling for the May queen.
And then it goes on to say there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Two paths, what are they? Christianity, or you can serve the devil. We're going to find out which one they chose to follow. Would you play it, please? Let's worship the Lord every once in a while.
Too fast you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on.
There's still time for you to change the road you're on. You can be walking the one we're walking, is what they're telling you. Amen. And then it goes on to say your head is humming, and it won't go. There's something going on in your brain. It's humming, buzzing around. There's something they're trying to get to you. If you can call the tune, then the devil's going to lead you. Words have two meanings. So your head is humming, and the song says your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. There's a message the piper's calling you in this song. Play it. The devil's calling.
Your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him.
And if you'll continue to play it, you'll hear the lead guitar lyrics at the end of it, or the lead guitar licks that made it so popular. I said if you will continue to play it. Last clue. If you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last. What we're trying to tell you will come to you if you listen very hard. Play it. Given you a number of clues that this song has hidden meaning, that if you search you can find hidden knowledge. The piper's calling you. That's why when you listen to it, your head gets to buzzing. And if you've ever been on drugs and listened to some of these things, you'll know what I'm talking about. When it slows it all down and you start picking up, there's something in there that's trying to reach me. Somebody's trying to tell me something. He said, well, yes, that's right. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you. What is that tune? We begin at this very point to turn the record backward and play it. And in the very sequence that they have laid it out, let's play it back and see what they're saying. For example, see what they're saying.